Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How are we feeling this morning? Well, we thought we'd started off with a bang. We didn't realize it would be thunder showers and hail. But we're grateful you're here. We hope you have a great experience. My name's Dave Blake. I'm the founder and CEO of ClientSuccess, and we are honored to host you this week. Our team has put our heart and soul into making this an amazing event for you. And we're so grateful that you would join us. At Customer Success, or Client Success, we have a passion for customer success. We have a passion for helping customer success teams grow and scale their organizations to manage their customer relationships, measure health, and maximize revenue. And so if you haven't seen our product, just a short plug to go and to find one of our sales reps back in the back at the Leadership Lounge and get a sneak peek about what Client Success is about. We think you'll be happy about it. So these days, all of us are ingrained to think about desired outcomes. That seems to be the theme in the customer success space now. So what is our desired outcome for this CS100 Summit? It's simple: to deliver the best and most inspiring customer success conference in the space. That's our goal, and we hope that we can do this. With your help, with you here, it's off to a great start. So how do we do that? The first thing we do is we try to find the best location in the world. Sundance Resort. How about Sundance Resort? You get an opportunity to see the best, the most beautiful, majestic place on earth, both in the sunshine and in the rain. It's beautiful. I was out running this morning. It was raining. I looked back up at the mountains, and I just thought, wow, this is amazing. So we hope you enjoy it. We found it here in our backyard. We're based here in Utah, what we call Silicon Slopes. So we're glad you're able to experience this at Silicon Slopes and enjoy the time. We hope the weather cooperates a little better this afternoon, that you get out, enjoy the majestic nature of Sundance. The next thing we did is try to bring the best of the best in customer success leadership. And that's you. You are the CS100. You've come from all across the globe. You're leaders of all levels of experience, from new leaders to seasoned leaders, from companies that are at startup, scale up, and Fortune 100. Thank you for being here. This wouldn't be possible without the innovation and the passion that each of you bring to the CS100 Summit. So thank you for coming. We're grateful you're here. The next thing we did is try to handpick the best speakers and content we could deliver. And we're so grateful. We've got top CEOs in SaaS, we've got seasoned leaders, and all of them who are going to share their passion, their inspiration, their authentic best practices with each of us to raise the bar in customer success with you and through you. So we're so grateful for all of our speakers. You're in for a great treat from all of them. Excellent content over the next few days that you'll be able to take back and put to work in your team and your company immediately when you get home. Then it wouldn't be a CS100 Summit without a little fun. Now, everybody cross your fingers that the fun will happen this afternoon. We're hoping for a break of weather to do some zip lining, mountain biking, hiking. We want you to enjoy this resort, this mountain setting together, to build relationships, to meet one another, and just exhale and relax and enjoy the summit. And then tonight we're going to have a concert, the third annual Client Success Concert. We have Chad Truman, who is a singer-songwriter out of Tennessee. He's the son of Dan Truman. Anyone Diamond Rio fans in here? His dad is Dan Truman from Diamond Rio. And we're excited to have the concert to end the evening tonight with a little bit of entertainment. Now, none of this would be possible without our sponsors. We have some awesome sponsors here. We're grateful for Success Hacker as our platinum sponsor. They did sponsor one of the boot camps yesterday. I heard that was good. Everybody likes the boot camps. Awesome content. A great organization building customer success teams through training and education. So please go by and see Success Hacker. We also have Success League. They did a boot camp as well. I heard great things about theirs. At Pendo, we've got Beyond, Customer Imperative, ESG, and LearnDot. Thank you for all of our sponsors. All of them have consulting services and solutions that will help drive impact on your team. So please spend time during the breaks, at lunch, up on the mountain, getting acquainted with them and their solutions and services, and buy them. They are great partners. We're grateful that they would be here because we wouldn't be able to host this without them. Thank you. Now, the why of client success. Everything we do, the lens we look at in everything we do at Client Success, that our team just bleeds with passion, is building relationships that last. We certainly try to do that through our offering, our product, as we try to help our customers keep their customers for a long time through our platform. But we also do that with our partners, our prospects, our investors, certainly our customers, and with everybody that we interact with. Our goal and our lens is how do we come with an authenticity and genuineness and love to build relationships that last. We hope that that's what you get out of this experience. I know there's many of you who've been here in the past and you've developed relationships that are deep now. We love that. I heard of somebody who said, I met somebody on the mountain biking last year and we've talked every month since, and we've become great friends. That's what we want. We hope you'll take the time to build relationships that last here and treasure those relationships as you learn together, as you engage together, as you sometimes commiserate together, whether short distances or far distances. That's the goal, ultimate goal of this event. Now, as I thought about what to say to a group of leaders, I thought back of when I was first made a customer success leader. I was a young, ambitious customer success professional. And when they promoted me into a leadership role, I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't have a program, I didn't have a system or a standard. I just knew that I loved taking care of customers and I'll figure it out. But over the years, I've learned a lot through my own experience and through mentors and through leaders like you. And so today, for just a few minutes, I want to highlight what I would say what I believe are the 5 disciplines of great customer success leaders. And I'll start with the first one. The discipline of customer empathy. I believe that customer empathy is the foundation trait of a great customer success leader and a great customer success manager. Customer empathy is more than just knowing the customer. It's spending the time and effort to really deeply engage with your customers, to know them as if you were in their shoes or in their skin. It's understanding their pain points, their business in and out. It's understanding what their needs are, what they crave, what their comp plan is. It's knowing everything about them. It's making sure that our teams are complaining less for our customers internally and explaining more about our customers internally. It may be less about focusing on support cases and really focusing on use cases. And it's less about spending time on the phone and we're, as much as possible, spending time on the road in front of our customers. But the greatest thing I think that these leaders do is they're able to be a catalyst to infuse customer empathy in their organizations so that everybody in the company understands their customers and what they're doing, and they can be completely aligned with helping their customers. Now, the best example that I've been a part of was my time at Adobe. Carrie Bodine, who's in the house, who is excited, she wrote the book Outside In. I love it. She talks a little bit about this in that book. But Adobe, under the leadership of Lambert Walsh, they created a program called the Customer Immersion Program. And the idea was that they wanted to have every senior executive go through a 2-day immersive program for their customers, about their customers, to slip into their shoes and understand how it is to do business with Adobe. So they put them through listening to support calls, answering support calls, using our product, reading our legal service orders and our legal documentation, using the products to complete things, and then having really deep dive, candid conversations with our customers. I was there the 2 days that the CEO, Shantanu Narayan, went through that program, and I could see his blood starting to boil more and more over time. He was getting so frustrated. It was the first time that he had kind of gone through that immersive experience, and you could tell he couldn't figure out a lot of things, and he felt that we were hard to do business, so how must our customers feel? Well, on his last day, we brought in a customer who had been with us for many years, and he had his chief of staff, the CTO, and this just continued. You could just see his frustration, our CEO's frustration. And where it clicked was one statement that the customer said. The customer said, "I feel like you're trying to take me to the moon in a rocket ship, but all I really want is a reliable ride to the corner store to get my bread and milk." Meaning, you're overcomplicating things. Just simplify your business. And at that point, immediately, customer empathy was infused through the rest of our company because our CEO had that empathy. And that changed the game for Adobe going forward. And you can see that in the business today. It's a thriving business as they switch to a SaaS business. It started with customer empathy. So discipline number one, if you want to have a culture of customer success, start with a culture of customer empathy. The second one is the discipline of customer value creation. Now, I had a mentor back in my day who pounded this concept in our heads, this concept that he called key business objectives, KBOs. And he asked us to know the KBOs, the key business objectives of every one of our strategic accounts that we managed. So we did. We went back out and we documented the 5 top objectives of every one of our strategic accounts. And I had a folder this thick with every one that I could turn the page and see the key business objectives. And then we aligned everybody in the organization to help achieve those, to drive value, to go to every one of these accounts, understand their objectives, and deliver. Now, the interesting thing about value, when you talk about value creation, is every customer's definition of value is different. There's different reasons why people who have come here in the past like Sundance Resort. Some like the beauty, the hiking. Some like the rooms. Everybody's definition is of value. So whether we call them key business objectives, desired outcomes, or success criteria, once you have that customer empathy infused in your organization, the next thing is align everybody to create value, to build customer value creation. The next one is owning a number. This might be a little controversial because some people feel like customer success teams shouldn't own a number. I actually think we should, and we should embrace it. Owning a number is part of being a great leader in an organization, to not be afraid to step up and say, I'm not only going to retain revenue, but I'm going to actually grow revenue. Some say that it might ruin the trusted advisor relationship. And I would say, would you rather buy something from somebody you know and have a relationship that you've built up over the year, who understands your business, who understands your pain points, or would you rather buy something or renew from a fly-by renewal specialist or sales rep? Now, some business models, I realize, it doesn't make sense. But I think that it's okay to own a number and to have the discipline to do that, to know how to forecast, to know how to predict, to know how to go in and close deals. Jason Lemkin said, customer success is the best revenue center you could possibly have in a recurring revenue business. And I believe the same. So let's not be afraid to own it and own a number, and you'll see that your influence and your ability to align people in the organization around the customer will increase. Now, the next one is the discipline of coaching. And I want to tell you a quick story. In my glory days, I was able to be recruited by BYU, Brigham Young University. It's down in Provo. Great football. They just beat Tennessee the other night. It was awesome. I was what they call a preferred walk-on, which means I didn't get a scholarship, but they invited me to be on the team. A few weeks before practice started, I had a jet skiing accident and broke some lumbar vertebrae, so I couldn't even start with the team for a couple weeks after. The day I was supposed to start, I went to get my equipment, and they were late because they were getting everybody set up. They threw me my helmet, my shoulder pads, and said, hey, hurry and head out to practice. So I go running out to practice, and I remember thinking to myself, confidence. Just have confidence. Come on, have confidence, because I was scared to death. And I look out, and I was a wide receiver, and I see Ty Detmer, which is this pitcher, who had just won the Heisman Trophy, the greatest football player in college football for the previous year. He was the quarterback. It's his senior year. He's practicing catches with the receivers. So I go out there, and I just see him out there, and I just go jump in line. And I'm thinking, man, I'm going to be catching a pass from Ty Detmer, Heisman Trophy. Like, I'm just in my mode. I'm scared, but I'm nervous. So we go through the drill. I catch the pass. Luckily, I caught it and didn't fumble it. I go get back in line, and somebody turns around and goes, "Hey, who are you?" And I said, "I'm Dave Blake. I'm a freshman, walk-on, just came late." And he goes, "Freshman, walk-on? They're over there." And I had gotten in on the field in this completely different line and different part of the field, and so I just walked off like a big dork. How many times do we do that with our teams? How many times do we say to own a number, but we haven't given them the skills to own a number? How many times do we say, go and meet with this senior executive at a customer, but we haven't given them the skills? We haven't coached them to do that. So I believe that we need to do a better job of coaching, one-on-one coaching. Training is a transfer of knowledge. Coaching is individual development to raise the performance. And as you coach and you do it through repetition and practice and role play and game planning, you'll raise the bar for each individual, which will raise the performance of your team. The last one, innovation and thought leadership. There is amazing experience in this room. Each of you are doing some innovative and thought leadership activities in your company. But we need more as an industry. We need more people to share what they're doing, even if they think it's small. Share what you're doing. One example that I had many years ago, again, when I was first starting out in customer success, there really wasn't a lot of content out there on customer success. I was like pulling it from strategic account management content and organizations. And there was I remember the one thing that caught my eye early in my career was this concept that HubSpot was doing, which is, they called it CHI. And it was a customer happiness index. Now that at the time was pretty cool and innovative for me. I hadn't heard of anybody wrap it in a package. But really what it's what we all know today as a customer health score. Now today it doesn't seem very innovative because we all have them. Solutions like ours provide them. People use their own internal data scientists to develop them. But this was a leader at HubSpot, Jonah Loppin, who came up with a cool idea, innovative idea, wrapped a name around it, presented the topic, and shared it with the world. And that at the time really inspired me. So my challenge to everybody here is don't be afraid to share what you're doing, your innovations. You have so much to share. And the two words that I think of when I think about this is one of the values that we have in our company is lead out. Continue to lead out. Continue to lead out by driving a culture of customer empathy in your organization, of leading out on systems and solutions and methods to create value for our customers. Don't be afraid to own a number and master the art of coaching. And lastly, share. Share with each other here. We're going to have opportunities to share ideas, concepts, and we encourage you to do that, but share with the collective customer success community. And let's raise the bar of innovation and thought leadership with pride and joy and passion that we all have. I invite you to do that with me this coming year and throughout the summit. And we're so grateful you could be here today.